What is happening, my film nerds? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a tasty little Batman vs. Superman video. That's right. Spoilers. Spoilers ahead, guys. Big time. We're not total, like, not huge. Nothing huge. Just, I guess, you know, I mean, I swear, who can you trust nowadays, right? Especially with these big movies, man, because, you know, people are going to throw money at extras and everything like that. And yeah, you could sign a confidentiality contract and everything, but you know what? People are greedy. People are greedy, and, you know, as much as, you know, some people might hate spoilers, when it comes to movies like this, when it comes to the big superhero movies, I am all about it. Unless it's like somebody's already seen like bits and pieces and they start describing like the whole movie, then maybe I'll, you know, that's when you like kind of dial it back. But you know what, when it's certain plot details, I'm all about it. And there's some juicy ones that came about that's apparently from an extra of Batman vs. Superman. So if you don't want to hear him, you know, go ahead and stop the video now, just like always. Just for fair warning, you know, that these are potential story points or story, you know, plot points, plot details in Batman vs. Superman that, of course, just, you know, scratch me where I itch. I'm loving it. Anyways, according to this extra right here, he said the first scene that we shot with Jeremy Irons, aka Alfred Pennyworth. Oh man, I can't wait to see that. Yeah, the first scene that was shot, it was out in a field with young Bruce Wayne. What? Young Bruce Wayne, remember? We saw the resurrection of the Wayne Memorial, so we knew that scene was going to be in there. A flashback to the Wayne funeral. The small set was really cool with the hearse vehicles sporting Gotham license plates. Boom. Okay. You know, Batman doesn't necessarily need an origin story. We know the origin. It's been told time and time again. It was just fucking told not too long ago with the Gotham show. Retold again. Well, technically it's a more of an origin story. It's a different kind of origin story. Anyways, the second scene I was involved in, according to this guy or girl, whatever. The second scene I was involved in was situated in a half stadium style set surrounded by tall green screen walls. Henry Cavill was on set dressed as Clark Kent, but did not film with us that day. This scene was a parade scene to take place in Washington, D.C. Now, we've seen those Washington, D.C. cars, so yeah, this is, you know, credibility here. Obviously, the CG effects for the surroundings would be placed in post-production, obviously, with the big green screens. Okay, now here's where it gets pretty juicy here, folks. So, like, fair warning, this is a pretty big spoiler. Nothing to do with the characters, but it's the story. The parade, we were told, was a funeral for the President of the United States. I wish I had more pics, but our phones were checked in before filming, and we didn't get them back until the end of the day, obviously. Wow. Okay, so what does that lead us to believe? Was the president in Metropolis during that fight with Superman and Zod, and he ended up getting killed? Possibility. Maybe he just died because of some kind of villain killed him, offed him. Who knows? This is very interesting. Because it sounds pretty damn legit, because we know they were filming funeral scenes. We saw that. I did a video on Monday where Ben Affleck was spotted in Smallville, though. It was supposed to be a Smallville funeral setting, but, you know, you never know. Maybe, I don't know. It was a little iffy with that, but yeah, it's very, very interesting right there. Maybe, yeah, I mean, this could be, you know, one of the things that Batman or Bruce Wayne this is why he's pursuing Superman and why he thinks Superman needs to be stopped, because the President of the United States got offed in that battle between Supes and Zod. You never know, or, you know, maybe something else happened. Who knows? But that is pretty juicy spoiler plot points right there for Batman vs. Superman, folks. It's very interesting. And now we go on to Holly Hunter. Holly Hunter actually spoke to the Wall Street Journal about her role, which is still anonymous. We don't know who the frick she's playing, but she talked about it. And basically they asked her, You went from a small movie to Batman vs. Superman, which has probably felt like whiplash. And then she responded with, "It was really fun to be a part of a giant, massive piece of machinery headed up by Zack Snyder, who is thoroughly at home in that uber mega environment." We know Zack Snyder, he just loves this shit, which is great. Most people would have been a nervous breakdown with that kind of pressure, and I was enthralled. Good. Then she was asked, "You've never been in this kind of blockbuster movie before. Why did you want to do it now?" Zack asked me, she said. He came to me with an offer, and I was like, yeah, that would be fun. It's fun to mix it up. "Can you tell us anything about Superman or Batman?" they asked. "I have scenes with Superman. Oh, he looks phenomenal. And to see Ben and Henry together is quite formidable. They are massive hunks of masculinity." "Can you tell me anything more?" "No, of course not. I don't want anything to happen to my kids." I like that. I like the little joke right there. That's cool. Oh. I mean, we saw Ben and Henry together at Comic-Con, but that's just nothing. When we see both of them in costume, even when they're in their alter egos on the big screen, it's just going to be a beautiful sight, because it's going to be the first time that we've ever seen these two characters on the big screen together like that. And this movie is just sounding so epic. You got to wonder, like, yeah, it almost makes me wonder, because even somebody asked too, like, you know, I remember on a previous video when I was talking about Zack Snyder wrapping things up in Detroit, but then he said he might return for Justice League. You know, you gotta wonder, how much are they filming for Justice League already, you know? Because you think about it, they have a roadmap. We know that Snyder's gonna be directing Justice League Part 1 and Part 2, okay? So what's to say that he hasn't already started filming for Justice League already? Who knows? Who knows how many scenes that we've been hearing about are going to be in actual Batman vs. Superman, or maybe even in Justice League? I mean, who knows? I mean, obviously, we're all figuring that it is Batman vs. Superman, but you never know. They might be like, you know what? You know, today we're going to shoot a scene for Justice League. We know that the actors are on board. We know Zack Snyder's on board. You just never know. It's interesting. It's very interesting. It's just something I was thinking about. But let me know what you think down below in the balls area. Let me know what you think about the spoilers, you know, about the funeral, you know, everything like that. President of the United States dying. Holy shit. Pretty intense stuff there, guys. Hit that like, thumbs up button, too, if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys later.